Hi there everyone, my name is Tara and today I'll be showing you how to create a split monogram using Cricut Design Space. The first thing we need to do to make a split monogram is to decide what letter we are going to use. Today I'm going to be using the letter P. So you go to Add Text and type in the letter you would like to use for your monogram. Once you have your letter, make it larger so it's easier to work with, and go to the Cricut alphabet to decide what font you're going to be using. Today I'm going to be using the font Young Heart from the new Majestic bundle at fontbundles.net. So type in the font you would like to use here and click on it. Once your font has come up and into your box, you now need to decide whether you would like to keep this particular letter as it is, or you would like to use a glyph that comes with that particular font. I'm actually going to use a glyph today, so I will need to go to my Windows and click on Character Maps. If you have Mac, you will need to click onto your font book. Once you've done that, you need to go to the character map and choose the font you're going to use, which for me is Young Heart. Go to the group by and select Unicode sub-range. Then in the pop-up box, scroll to the bottom and select private use characters. This will bring up all the glyphs available for this particular font. I'm looking for the letter P. Once I've found the letter I'm after, double click and it goes in your box. Once it has in the character to copy box, click on copy, or you can use your keyboard and click Control-C. Once you've done that, you can get out of character maps and go back to your Cricut Design Space. To insert your glyph, double click onto your letter to bring up the text box. Highlight the letter you have currently typed and press Ctrl-V on your keyboard. This will now bring up the font from your glyph from your character maps. Now you have the glyph, which is a much more ornate letter to use as a monogram. We need to split this. To do this, we need to go to Insert Shapes and pick the square. Once you have your square, click on it, click Unlock, and you now can change the shape. We will need 2 rectangles for today, so I'm going to make one this size and put it over my letter P to see how it looks. If I think it's a little bit big, I can make it smaller. When I'm happy with the rectangle I have made, select it, press copy at the top, and then paste. This will give you a second rectangle. Move this to one side. Once you have the rectangle where you would like it, and I'm going to move mine across a little bit more, select the rectangle, hold your Shift button down and select the letter P, and that will group both together. Once you have done that, you need to go to your layers and select Weld. And now it's welding. This has welded the rectangle onto your letter P. Now we have to split this. So we take our second rectangle, place it over the letter P, and as you can see, it's gone to the back. So go to Arrange and move forward. Now it's at the front. We need to unlock it and make this slightly smaller so we can split our letter. Have a look where you've placed it. See if you can try and get it exactly where you would like so it's even. And even make it a little bit longer. I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. It needs to be a touch more. There we go. Once you're happy where you have placed it, you need to leave it selected, hold your Shift key down and select the P again. Now this time, over in our editing section, we need to click on Slice. As you can see, once you have sliced it, you can then click on your rectangle, move it away, and then you can select both those rectangles and click delete. We don't need those anymore. You can see now that your letter P has been split as a monogram. Now to take this one step further, so you can adjust the width in the middle so you can type whatever you would like to write in the middle, all you need to do is to create another rectangle. So go to Square, unlock, move it over the bottom half of your canvas and your letter and completely cover up the bottom half of your writing. Once you've done that, make sure it's highlighted rectangle, hold the Shift key down, click on the letter again, and that will highlight both, and then we go to Slice again. We can now pull the bottom half away, and you can see that we've got it in two halves. We can delete the parts we don't want, and we can now move this to where we would like it and have it as wide or as narrow as we like. Now in doing this, of course, you want to ensure that your letter P is in line. So to do that, all you have to do is select one half, click on your box, go to edit, and you can see here in your X and Y position that currently my top half is at 1.69. When I go to the bottom half, it's 1.692 as well, so we know that that is even. Take those and highlight them both together. If you can't highlight them, just hold the Shift key, right click and select Group. Now this is one complete image for you to move around. I'm now going to write the name I want in the middle. So I'm going to go to Add Text and I'm going to type Poppy. There is my word Poppy. I can unlock it and change the size to fit in the middle. I'm actually going to ungroup now, just so I can adjust this slightly to fit my image better. So when I cut, it won't have anything touching. And there we go. I can now highlight everything. All three parts. And group. And then once I have grouped it, highlight it again, right click, attach, which will keep it together. So now when I go to the Cricut Go button, you can see that it is one whole item ready to cut. From here, you just press go and cut your item. Please read the rest of the blog post to see how to use your new monogrammed letter. I will be using this on a drink bottle, but you can use this for cardboard and or vinyl. Thank you. Bye bye.